Robin, 'cause we really gonna rock 'em tonight. Every little swallow, every chickadee, every little bird in the tall oak tree. The wise old owl, the big black crow, flap of their wings, sing and go, bird, go, rockin' Robin, sweet, sweet, rockin' Robin, go, rockin' Robin, 'cause we really gonna rock 'em tonight.
Hello? There we go. Hello and welcome. Yeah! Woo! Welcome, chat. Today we are going to be playing Minecraft. We're going to be expanding our underwater base and ultimately having fun. So let's get right into the game. Just want to load my awesome headphones in here real quick. Here we go. This looks great. I just gotta get the Minecraft loaded. And here we go. So let's reload this actually. I think this is a bit outdated. And here we go. Wow. Let's load make myself super tiny here. And load the chat in. Chat. How we doing, chat? Let's go to my live stream settings. And look at that, we're loaded in. Oh, this is nice. Yeah. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Oh, yeah. Sweet. This is sweet right here. Oh, yeah. All right. Well, then, let's continue. Looks like we got 2 or 3 people in chat. Awesome. Hello. I want to get my settings all filed up here before we get started. Hello. PilePlink 1 audio. Let's add an audio source. And make it the PilePlink 1 audio. Hello? Hello? Is this working? I don't know if it's working. It's probably not. Oh well. I mean, hello. No, my audio is coming in. My audio is coming in fine. Dang. All right, I guess we'll play without it then. Wow. Where do we begin, chat? Where do we even begin? Oh, yeah, that's right. We're expanding the base. Expanding it. That's what we gotta do. We got a lot of work up to do up in our sleeves, chat. We got a lot of wood to cut. That's for sure. A lot of wood to cut. All right, let's see. Wood. Do we have any wood in here? No. No. Wood in here? No. Wood in here? Kind of. Not really. Do we have any tools, actually? I might need tools for chopping the wood. We've got an axe, a slightly used axe. That's about it. Got a lot of swords, though. Yeah. And no weapons here. Right. Well, obviously, we can't go like this forever. We gotta get our, Yo, the cat runner, what's up? Nice to see you in chat. Appreciate it. Let me get the pop-out chat ready so I can, load you in. Kaboop. Ah, boop. Oh. Oh, doop. Browser. And that. And like that, we should have the chat in. We're not quiet. Ah, here we go. We got the chat in. Let's go. Very small, very hard to read. But that's okay. It was never about reading the chat. Oh, it was about connecting with the chat. Or something like that. I don't even know. Okay. That looks goodish. I think this would be better. Like, yeah, like right down here. No, right up here. And right down here. Or maybe like, I'm always can't think of a good place for chat. I guess that looks good enough. Okay. Bit axe about to break, by the way. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's about to break. I knew that. I knew that for sure. We gotta get some more wood though. So off we go. Weep. Look at this underwater little base I've been doing. This is crazy. All the way over here, and oh man, it's nuts. But we gotta get the wood. Gotta get the wood. And obviously we can't get birch wood. We gotta get our oak. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. We gotta get our oak. Oh, and there goes the axe. I figured I might as well get rid of it before I use this one. Got our wood. There we go. Nice. What's in here? An apple. I don't know whose that is. It might be a friend of mine who joined my game for a little bit. I'm just gonna leave it there. But the wood collecting is going great so far. We just gotta get a lot more. A lot more. A lot more. It'd be really cool if Garrett the Carrot just all of a sudden showed up in chat. I was able to get on his Twitch chat. I mean, and get on his Twitch live stream where like he had like 11 people watching. And therefore I was able to play Fortnite with him, and it was really cool. It was really fun. However, I didn't get to talk to him voice chat through Fortnite, but I did get to technically talk to him through chat. Because his poor little mind was wearied out, and he didn't feel like talking to voice chat in Fortnite and talking to the chat in Twitch. So, although I didn't get to talk to him by myself, I did get to talk to him technically when I typed in chat. And it was really cool. We had fun. We got ourselves a dub in the squad. It was great. For a second I thought we weren't gonna do it. Our team wasn't the best. But we managed to get the victory royale. It was great. Holy cow, this tree is huge. Oh, it's connected to another tree. No wonder. Okay. Just get one block at a time. Just get one block at a time. There we go. There's the block. Get this. This. Leave that there. More wood. Lots more wood. Twiddly twiddy. Oh, and there goes my axe. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I got an apple. Sweet. I got an apple, chat. I got an apple. I got an apple. I got an apple and it's tasty and sweet. Ooh, yeah, your mama seat and now you're ringing the bell. Crispy and juicy, I got my apple. Yeah, 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 yeah. That is so cool. It tastes like a Snapple. Oh, wait. Want to see something really cool? Watch, if I go in here, open the door, close it, go over here, there's like this secret staircase that goes down here. And then I could get to go through here. And go through here. Underwater, mind you. Look at this. This is crazy. And then go up through here. Go through the water. And open this up. And where we are, inside the house. Nice. I worked a little hard on this for that underwater part, but it was worth it. And then if we go down here, this is my mining section, which is where I store all my hay bales after mining all. By the way, this isn't stolen. This is not stolen wheat. This is all made by myself after gathering a lot of wheat by harvesting. So, it's pretty proud of it myself. I got a bunch of food here. We gotta go down here. And we got ourselves just a bunch of places to mine. Down here is a bit sketchy. I haven't really dug it deep into there yet. But, we go up into here. And we got ourselves a little bit of something going on. We got, like, it's kind of rickety. It's almost like an abandoned mine shaft type quality. It's not that. Wait a second. Is this? Oh, yeah, this is my one block of obsidian that I haven't mined yet. So that's cool. Go all the way back here. Where it ends at a dead end. But this whole cavern is completely mob free. Has a bunch of room for whatever I was going to build. It could be a game room. It could be a arcade. It could be more storage for wheat. You never know. But I got a door to close it. So even if mobs did spawn there, I'd be pretty safe. And then if that wasn't enough, we got ourselves like a whole ladder system that has even more room to store whatever mobs may come. And then we got ourselves this trap door just to play it safe. And which brings us back up here. So we open the door, close the door, open this boat, go travel the other side. We still need to travel, build a bridge from this place to that. But let's see, we can create a bunch of more planks now, along with the planks that we had. So let's just there we go. And now just do this. There we go. And then we open this up and close this off. Close this up. First, question mark. Hey, why the hamburger? What's up? Welcome, welcome. Today, we are going to be completing our little water base here. So that's pretty cool. Still working out the kinks of where I want everything, but I think it's turning out all right. We got ourselves our planks here. I may or may not just leave the water here for some strange reason. I don't know. Maybe I like the water. I don't know. We're gonna do this, like a little path thing through the water. And then do like a thing like this, where we close this off. And yeah, hold on. Wait, hear me out. We do like this. And then we do a thing like this, where we go like 2, 3, 4, and then 2, 3, 3, 4. And then we just do that the whole way around. So the water is not going to stay here, but in place of it is going to be this awesome little wall here that will kind of protect us from the weather terrain, like the rain and stuff. Then we can place some sand or whatnot. I have a question about the Bible. Okay. Cool, Spencer Gaming. And then answer me now. Okay, sure, fire away. I could answer. You got a question? Ask me. And then Java or Bedrock, which one you're playing? I'm playing Bedrock. Because specifically I'm playing on Switch, and I'm pretty sure Switch is Bedrock. I'm not sure. But the main question I got. Answer me now. Yes, I will answer you once you submit the question. And then, let's see. I could potentially just break off this fencing here. I would need another axe. Leave some holes so you can fish. Oh, that sounds like a really cool idea. I'd love to fish. Fishing's fun. Yeah, I'll make sure to leave some there. Let's get some sticks, however, and do I have stone? Yeah, I might have enough. Okay. Another axe would be nice. And a door. I would need a door. Where can I find a door? I can build a door. Oh, I already had doors. Oh well, I guess that doesn't hurt to have a little more doors. Just trying to figure out how to. Okay, first we gotta just break open some space here. Did Jesus die? And if so, why did he die? That's a good question. So, yes. Let me just explain this to you. I'm kind of explaining Christianity to you in like essence in saying this, but so there's God, and he created everything, the whole universe in 7 days. He created the grass, the trees, the flowers, and he also made you, and he made me. And he loves you and me a lot. Like, he wants to have a special relationship with us. But there's a problem, and that problem is sin. Sin is anything you think, say, or do that breaks God's laws and that makes him sad. Sin could be lying, stealing, murdering. And because of sin, that separates us from God. But God doesn't want us to be separated from him. He wants us to live with him forever in heaven. And so that's why God sent Jesus. And Jesus was fully God and fully man. He lived on earth, lived a perfect life, never did anything wrong. And then he died and willingly took the punishment. So yes, he did die. He died and willingly took the punishment for sin that you deserved and I deserved on a cross. But he didn't stay dead. And he rose again 3 days later. And now he's living with heaven and with God today. And now Jesus is just waiting for people to believe that he's God. And he died and rose again 3 days later, so that he can have an awesome relationship with us. Because if we don't accept Jesus's gift of salvation, then the other place we go to is an awful place called hell. So God doesn't want us to go to hell. He wants us to be with him forever in heaven. And so that's why Jesus died. I hope that answers your question. But close this up. My Fortnite accidentally loaded. Come on. Are you gonna close? Okay, here, okay. So, well, how do you even know if it's real? Well, there's two ways to this question. One, there's just the archaeological evidence of it, right? The Bible's here. The Bible is an actual written, documented source from multiple different people that recorded eyewitness testimonies. When Jesus rose back from the dead, there was like hundreds and hundreds of people who saw him, and a bunch of these people were eyewitness testimonies. And so these writers, they wrote down what the eyewitnesses said and what they saw, and it's very, 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 very true that Jesus died and rose again. There's a whole book. Actually, hold on, just give me a second. Where is it? I have this book. I forget about it. I have it later, but it's called the Case for Christ, and there's this guy. I'm not sure what his name was. I forgot, but he was an atheist and didn't believe God was real, and so he wanted to prove, basically, I think it was like to his girlfriend, that Jesus didn't die and that Jesus was never real. And so he went on this huge search, to like prove that Jesus wasn't alive, that he wasn't God, that he wasn't there. And what he actually found out was quite the opposite, is that Jesus actually was a real person, and that he did die, and that iron, sweet. And it's a great book. He went on this whole journey as like a unbiased journalist, and it's called The Case for Christ. So if you look that up, that's a great, just logical example to prove that Jesus was alive. But then the other answer to your question, Spencer Gaming, is that it also takes just a bit of faith to believe that Jesus died and rose again, right? I mean, everything takes a little faith. It's how you can believe in him. Like believing in Jesus, I believe it happened, and you have to believe that it happened to believe in Jesus. And you can't believe one without the other. You could believe like that Jesus was a person, but he wasn't God and died and rose again, and that won't bring you a relationship with him. So yeah, okay. So he will return for Judgment Day. And yes, in the Bible it says that there will come a time where basically everyone in the world will have had like a decision whether to follow Jesus or not. And then Jesus will rapture all of the believers up into heaven. And then there will be like a 7-year judgment day, a 7-year judgment period where there's this person called the Antichrist who will pretend to be like a Jesus figure, but he isn't actually Jesus. And then he will rule the whole world in a global control. He'll make everyone worship him, and he'll make everyone obey him and follow his rules. And then eventually, after the 7 years are over, Jesus will come back, and he'll come back with a bunch of the people who believed in him in heaven. And they'll have this epic fight, which I believe will be really short because Jesus is God and God can do anything. So I think it's going to go by, the battle's going to go like that. And then Jesus will reign on earth for 1,000 years. I'm sorry, I know this sounds a real confusing and a lot of different facts and stuff, but it's all in the book. You can thank the book of Revelation for that. So yeah. But he'll reign for 1,000 years, and then after those 1,000 years, by the way, when Jesus comes back, Satan will be bound and put into binding. But after those 1,000 years are older, Satan will be re-released, and then he will get a lot of people on Earth to like decide they don't want to follow Jesus anymore, and so they get into one last battle, and then after that battle is over, like a quick again, like this, Jesus everyone's going to heaven, I guess, and like in the Bible it says that God will look on everyone, and he'll look to his right and to his left, and to like his right he'll say like, well done, good and faithful servant, and he'll bring him into his kingdom. And then to the left he'll say, I never knew you, and then he'll throw them into hell. And it's really sad because it's a simple decision to make. It's nothing hard to do to believe in Jesus and to accept him as your savior and to believe he died and rose again. but so many people put it off because they believe it's stupid or it's silly or they don't not sure yet, and then they don't know what's gonna happen next or when they're gonna die or what. And I don't want to put this as like a pressure point to like make you believe or anything, but it's I don't know. There's no better time than the present to believe in Jesus, I believe. We'll get this sand going so we can have like these windows over here so I can view like the countryside and stuff. I want like a little bit of like protection though between everything, so I'll just leave it like that. Yes. And so that looks good. And then I can collect this wheat here. Yeah. Let's go. You know, this reminds me, the book of Genesis, when God created the first two humans, Adam and Eve, he gave them one special rule, and he said, "Do not eat of this tree of its fruit, the tree of knowledge and good and evil." And then Satan came, and he said, what God said was, so first he said, did God really say, "Do not eat of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil"? And so Eve said, yeah, he did say that, because he said that if we ate it, we'll die. And then Satan said, no, you will not die. You will actually become like God, knowing good and evil. You should eat it. And then Eve had a choice to make, and Eve could either believe Satan or she could believe God. And Eve chose to believe the devil, the serpent. And so she ate the fruit. She gave some to her husband who was with her, and he also ate. And therefore they disobeyed God. And God said, what did you do? And then, of course, Adam blamed his wife. And then Eve blamed the serpent. And so God punished the serpent. Then God punished Adam and Eve. And the whole thing about this is that God said to Adam, you will work by the sweat of your brow to produce, like, food. And so I'm planting seeds and, like, growing food. So, yeah, that's why it's funny. Don't miss click in the Windows part. Oh, so like don't miss when you're clicking in the windows. Yeah, I'll make sure to try not to do that. That's a sad part when you wait so long to make glass and then you gotta make more. Yeah, that's hard. Oh boy, I hope actually I better go check on my sand and see how it's doing. How are we doing? We got 15 pieces of glass. Actually, that might be enough. I'm just gonna take this out when it's. We're good. We got 15 pieces of glass. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, that looks great. Look at that. That's awesome. That's great. Alrighty. I did not miss, just so you know. And then we got this open spot right here. We'll take a torch down and we'll add the fencing right about here. Like right about here. There we go. Why does that not look good? You know what? I'm taking the fence off. That for some reason doesn't look good to my eye. I'm not sure why. Don't ask me why, but we're gonna take these wheats actually. These are ready to serve. Yum, 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 yum. For we walk by faith, not by sight. Psalm 23:12. Exactly. That's the whole Christian walk, is just believing what God says it's true and obeying him. That's the whole basis of the Christian walk. And it's something I have to do, and it's hard to believe God, especially when bad things happen. Like, I don't know if you heard about the guy named Charlie Kirk who lost his life to a gun shooter the other day. And I was thinking, God, why on earth did you let Charlie get killed? Like, I liked the guy. I thought he was cool, and you just let him die? And it's just my job as a Christian to believe that God's time for Charlie was up, and he decided he was gonna bring him into heaven with him. Charlie was a believer in Jesus, so he's in heaven with him today. And I'm just following God's steps for my life now, and hopefully I can tell others about them for like places like this YouTube channel, and just have fun while doing it. Like getting all this wheat collected, place the seeds here, and here, and here. Okay, and boom, put down. Oh, that looks great. That looks amazing. Okay, and then we'll place the blocks here. Oh, missed one. We're gonna collect that one back up. Is my mic okay? Is my mic okay for chatting? Because I'm not sure. It looks okay on. Hello? Hello? Okay, we're good. We're still good. Okay. Whoo! For a second there. For a second, I thought my mic was off. And I'm like, no, please. Please. It's good, though. It's good. I was actually thinking of getting, like, this new, like, really cool, like, podcasting microphone that all the big people have. But, it's okay. I don't exactly need it. This is a pretty good microphone, I think. I don't need to have, like, a really fancy microphone. So, yeah. Like, there's, like, you know those, like, I don't know if you ever guys watch any podcasts or anything and see, like, these creators, like, I don't know. There's this creators called the Colin and Samir Show. They have these microphones that are, like, pointy-like and, sound really good, And I really want one of those microphones. It's called like the Shure SM7B, I think. It's a really weird name, but it's a really good microphone. It's a condenser microphone too. So like I don't have to worry about getting the best sound out of it. So yeah, I like that one. But you know, this is a Blue Yeti Studio microphone. I believe it works all right. I believe it works fine. Let me think here. Oh, we got some more wheat over here. Plant the seeds, plant the seeds, plant the seed, plant the seed, plant the seed, plant the seed, and plant the seeds. Looks like we got all the seeds planted. I just gotta check on my sand. We got enough now? Oh, yeah. You know what? Yeah, we'll leave that there. Actually, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I need to actually leave this here. This line right here. So these two need to be taken off. No, I accidentally took up some seeds. Oh well. We're actually gonna take this right here, and we're gonna make it water, because I think we need to add some water. Oh, there it is. It's just underneath the soil. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. So we take this, replace this, stick at this. And, what to do? I don't know how I'm supposed to get more water here. A bucket. That's what I need. Let's get this bucket in here. Yeah. There we go. All right. And put the water where the water goes. Put the water where the water goes. We're gonna have to do that for a while. Also, I think I put my doorway a little too close to the entrance here. We might have to put that back a little bit. I don't want like the first thing I step on to be like some grass. I want like a little bit of a doorway. Can you yodel if you believe in God or is not? Can you yodel if you believe in God or is that not I do not remember specifically a verse in the Bible that says you can yodel if you believe in God. That's not a promise he gave. He did give a promise though in Romans chapter 10 verses 8 and 9. If you confess with your mouth that Jesus is Lord and believe in your heart that God has raised him from the dead, you will be saved. So that's a promise he did give. He also gave a promise in John, was it? I'm not sure. I can't remember. He said, if you are a believer in Christ, I will never leave you nor forsake you. So if you believe in Jesus, he will always be with you. He'll always be a friend to you. You always have a person to come to and ask to forgive you and to tell your sorrows to and your struggles and your things you're happy with. So that's a promise he's given you. Are you allowed to garden if you believe in God? Okay. Spencer, are you actually asking real questions here? Or are you just trying to like ask questions because I put it down in the description? Because yes, you can believe. You are allowed to garden if you believe in God. Yes, you are allowed to garden. So a good thing of okay, so it's not like Christianity isn't a thing of legalism where you're given a things of listed not or to do. It's like you believe in God, and because you love him so much, you want to obey him, and so you won't do the things he says not to do. It's not like I can't sin, otherwise I'll get in big trouble. I mean, I'd prefer not to sin because God told us not to. It's not good for me. It's actually really bad for me, and if I continue to sin, it's going to ruin my relationship with God. But if I come to him in forgiveness, asking for forgiveness, he'll forgive me. It's just not so yeah, just if you ever are a believer in Jesus, some things that you can show your love for God is by obeying him, by following his commandments, by not doing the things he said not to do. Those are the ways you can show love for God. So can you read feminist literature if you believe in God, or is it banned? Serious? No. Yes, you can read it, feminist literature, whatever. I guess you could. I always think about like whenever I read whatever's going into my body, like seriously though, because as a believer in God, it's important to make sure you know what's going inside physically and mentally. Like so that's why oh, that's right, there's a verse in the Bible that says think on whatever is true, right, pure, lovely, admirable, excellent, and praiseworthy. So if I'm reading stuff that and focusing on stuff that will that's not like of those qualities, it's not going to be good for me. In fact, it potentially could bring me farther away from my relationship with God. So I'll probably won't necessarily read to focus on it. But I could read feminist literature, sure. I just don't see any profit from it. Did God cause Charlie Kirk's death? Now that's a question that I myself struggled with. I believe that God has a time and place for everyone's deaths in the world, and they're pre-planned. So I believe that when Charlie Kirk died, it was God's just saying, "Your time's up, Charlie. Time to come home." And I believe that it wasn't directly caused by God. I believe that like some demonic activity was being aroused and that caused Charlie to die. But God can make good out of it. And the Bible, it says in Romans 8:28, "For God works all things together for good for those who love him." And I believe that God can, even though how sad and mournful Charlie Kirk that he died, God can still work good together through that. it's another thing that I have to just believe God in faith that He can work this together for good. Jesus said when He was talking about following Him that it wasn't going to be easy, and there would be trials. And hold on, I gotta knock on my door. Just give me a second. Sorry, I gotta talk to my brother. So yeah, where was I? Right, doors. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Oh, that looks great. Just give me a second. Oh, wow. I am so sorry. I just went on this whole like. Okay, let me go back to what I was saying. Let me just make a real quick recap. Jesus said to be kind to your enemies, be good to those who hate you and persecute you. And I believe that's what Charlie was trying to do. And I think we can all take example from him and be kind to our enemies. So, political violence, no, I don't believe in political violence. Jesus wasn't violent. Charlie wasn't violent. I don't want to be violent. In fact, in the Bible, it says, do not murder. That's literally like a whole verse in the Bible. So, and that's also, when in the chapter 4 of Genesis, Adam and Eve's first kids, Cain and Abel, they were offering sacrifices to God for their sins, which was just a temporary thing until Jesus became the ultimate sacrifice. And Cain offered his vegetables, and then Abel offered a lamb. So the whole Bible points towards like lamb as a sacrifice, and how Jesus was the lamb that died for us. So I believe that's why Cain's offering doesn't get accepted, his vegetable offering, because he was supposed to offer a lamb. And so Cain got angry, and then God said, "Why are you angry? If you just did what I said, wouldn't you not be accepted?" And if you weren't accepted, if you did not do what I said, would you not be accepted? Be careful, because sin is crouching at the door and it wants you, but you should overcome it. However, Cain didn't listen to God, to his second chances that God tried to give him. And so Cain went out with his brother to the field and killed him. And then God's like, "Where's your brother?" And he was still trying to give Cain a chance to repent, a third chance. And Cain's like, "I don't know. Am I supposed to be in charge of him?" And God knows everything, okay? Like, God's is like omniscient, like he knows everything. He knows your thoughts, that he knows the hairs on your head, he knows everything. And so Cain couldn't hide from God. Cain should have known that, but instead he decided not to tell and come to him in repentance. And so God's like, "Okay, since you murdered an actual human being, I am going to send you out and wandering into the face of the earth, and you are never going to be able to grow food again." Now remember, like, growing food was like Cain's whole like livelihood. So like he couldn't even like do the one thing he learned his whole life. And then Cain's like, as a crybaby he's like, "This punishment is too great for me to bear." Actually, let me get my Bible real quick. I have it around here somewhere. Hold on. I have it. Where's my Bible? Here it is. Yeah. In Genesis chapter 4, I think. Yeah, chapter 4. It says, Cain answered the Lord, "My punishment is too great to bear, since you are banishing me today from the soil, and I must hide myself from your presence and become a restless wanderer on the earth. Whoever finds me will kill me." That was kind of ironic. Cain's like, "Whoever will find me will kill me," after he had just killed a human being. That was awful. But God had mercy on him, and he placed a mark on his forehead so that anyone who tried to kill Cain would get avenged 7 times fold. So God is a merciful God. Take that as a lesson. If you simply turn to God and repent, like, believe in Jesus, God will be merciful towards you. Hi. Hello, little human days. Welcome to the chat. Appreciate it. If God was born, where was one with his garden? If God was born, God wasn't born. God has always existed. God is beyond time, if that makes sense. He always has been. He is here now, and he'll always be here. God is beyond time, which is something crazy. God created time. He created passing time. He created the scientific allowness for me to talk, and then my previous messages be in a period called the past. It's really weird. So God was never born. I'll just make that clear first. Is God scared of commitment? Like, what do you mean specifically? Like, I know, like, what's commitment? Commitment is like putting yourself to someone. God keeps his promises. So God, in the Bible, it says that God always keeps his promises. So no, I don't think that God would be afraid of commitment, because I think commitments are just promises, and God never breaks his promises. So I don't believe I would be afraid. I mean, honestly, if you're an all-knowing, all-powerful, all beyond time God, there's not really much to be afraid of, if you think about it. I do know that God doesn't want to lose us, though. He cares about us. He does have feelings, but I don't think that God would be scared. So, hello? Yeah, my mic's still here. Okay, cool. Is God a fear of the West? Mmm, that's a good question. Is God a fear of the West? Like, is God afraid of the West, or is God like, are people afraid of God in the West? Because if it's the second latter, yes, I do believe that some people are scared of God in the West, in like the United States. They are scared that some people are like in a holy way are scared of God. They revere him. That's a reverent fear. And then there's like people who are actually scared of him. And people better be scared of him because God, although he is merciful, he is a just God and he can deal punishment. And so I would really be cautious for people who are like mocking God and people who are disobeying him and killing his followers, because God will not be mocked. I will say that. I'm gonna go down here because I think maybe I can replace some things. Oh, you know what? That takes a lot of breath to do that. Yo, I can make a lot of hay bales. That's crazy. I should make some hay bales. That would be awesome. And get my awesome oh, I don't have it. Dang it. I'm gonna need to get my shovel and use the extra wood to fill in the dirt back here. Ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Iron shovel, baby. Woo! That's great. Okay. I'm going to collect these stuff real quick. If I dunk myself in the bath, am I baptized? So baptism is a way for you to show to others, your, that you want to follow God with all your heart, and it's usually done in a public setting to show to others that you want to follow God with all your heart. So, I mean, if there's water and people are there, sure, but usually it's done with, like a pastor to like officiate everything and ask you the right questions to make sure that you actually believe in God and whatnot. So yeah. And then we'll place the door right here. There we go. Yeah, this is looking better already. This is nice. Okay, okay. And doop-a-doo. Okay, that's something I can do. Let me just go in here real quick, catch my breath, and go, go, go. I almost got it. I gotta go back. Woo, that was close. Woo, okay. We're gonna move some things around so I don't have to, like, move my thing so much. Who is Leroy Jackson? I don't know who Leroy Jackson is. Is metal music devil music? No, not necessarily. Metal music is not necessarily a devil music. If you want to listen to some cool hard rock metal music kind of a thing, you could, and you want to listen to Christian music as well, listen to like Skillet. Listen to oh, what's the other band called? I can't remember. But no, metal music is not. I know that there's a lot of demonic type metal music, so I would say that some metal music is not the best for you to listen to, and it's very demonic in a way. The music, the lyrics. So yeah, as a Christian, I'm just careful what I put in my body, what I'm thinking. Oh shoot! What in the? What was that? Hello? Hello? Is anyone there? Hello? Is anyone there? Mrs. Spooky. This is spooky time. I don't know if you guys watch Queso. He's a really cool Twitch streamer. I would definitely recommend watching him. I'm very particular in the streamers I watch because I know a lot of streamers say a lot of bad words. And so I want to be careful what I'm putting in my mind, like I told you before. And so Queso, however, he's a pretty clean streamer as far as I can tell. I would definitely recommend listening to him, man. He's a great guy if you want to keep your mind clean and also watch something funny being streamed. Queso, I would recommend that. Drowned, it jumped on you. That makes sense. That makes a lot more sense. But holy cow, that was scary. Yikes. Just talking about demonic stuff and then like a drown jumps on me. That's perfect timing. It's great. What is the mathematical formula of God, and is he mathematically possible? So, okay. So you know how the universe is like, you could just see math in universe. You could just see it, the way the patterns, the way everything is put together, neatly knit together. Math is just involved and is the universe, right? God created math, I believe. So I don't believe that God is math. I believe that God created math. That's what my belief on it is. Take what you want, but I do believe that for all I know, that God has certain traits about him. Like God is holy. He's never done anything wrong. God is creator. He made everything. God has lots of love for you guys. That's the reason that us human beings can feel love, is because we're created in his image and he is love. God is just the definition of love. So that's why I believe that God is, I don't believe that God, yeah. So anyways, just long story short, I just don't believe God is like a mathematical equation ready to be solved, if you know what I mean. But is it true the world is 4.5 billion years old? That's a good question. No, it's not. If you go to the beginning of the Bible, the book of Genesis, it says that God created the whole universe in 7 days. No, 6 days. Sorry. He created the whole universe in 6 days, and then on the 7th day, he rested. And that's why a lot of Christians, we rest on like Sunday or Saturday in the week, because God rested. If we love God so much, we just want to be him. We want to follow him. We can't technically be him, but we can be in his attributes in the way he's set example for us. So let me just read from the book of Genesis real quick, so you can know that it's not just me, but it's actually in the Bible. So Genesis 1:1, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Then God said, let there be light, and there was light. God saw the light was good. God separated the light from the darkness. God called the light day, and he called the darkness night. Evening came, and the morning the first day. So that was the first day. Then God said, let there be an expanse between the waters, which was like the earth, separating water from water. So God made the expanse and separated the water under the expanse from the water above the expanse, and it was so, and God called the expanse sky. Evening came, and the morning the second day. So basically here, I think that God has like this huge water bubble circling above the atmosphere of the earth, and then he has like water inside the bubble. He has like the seas and stuff. And then oh, I skipped a page. Here we go. Then God called the expanse sky. Evening came, and then morning the second day. And, it just continues over and over again until it says then God saw all he had made, and it was very good. So God made everything to perfection. God said it was good. And if God says it's good, it's really good. Then evening came, then morning, the sixth day. So the heavens and the earth and everything in them were completed. By the seventh day, God completed his work that he had done, and he rested on the seventh day from all the work he had done. God blessed the seventh day and declared it holy, for on it he rested from his work of creation. So yeah, whole universe created in 7 days. There will be some Christians that will say that a day could mean like a lot of years or something, but I just take a lot of the Bible I just take literally, honestly. So yeah. And then we're gonna, oh, come on. There we go. Wow. That's great. Move my torch over here. Awesome. Look at my nice stack, guys. Look at that. Okay, we gotta move this around. Yeah, look at that, chat. Look at that. That's crazy. I got my whole Hail Bale stuff. Woo! New video idea. Grug plays Undertale genocide route. Guys, I'm done with the Grug videos. I told you that if I was gonna make another Grug video, at Youth Pastor Ryan would have to comment on my last Grug video, which hit like 28,000 views, which is not happening. I'm done with Grug. May I create more Grug videos? Potentially, but they would have to be like a recreation of Blunt Brothers production animations of Rhymes with Grug. No, so basically, no, I'm not creating any more Grug videos. If you guys have any other ideas for videos, though, feel free. One of the hardest things with being a content creator and making videos is ideas, and coming up with ideas is really hard. So if you have any ideas for what I could do in my YouTube channel, you can let me know in the community tab on your phone, or you can let me know on a comment on a video, or on a live stream, whatever. It's you can let me know, and I can try to make it happen. Oh, come on, again? Good grief, that drown is just... Where is it? It's like underneath my base or something. That's a bit concerning. Okay. Is evolution real or fake? It's fake, because God created everything. On that one day, he created the animals, he created the sky, he created the whole world, and he created everything like it was, all in... Oh, that's why. There's these monsters that are attacking me from the sky, because I haven't slept in, like, a week. That makes a lot more sense. Okay. Well, I know what to do now. I am going to collect some sheep wool so I can sleep and not fear of monsters attacking me from outer space. It's a skeleton, but there are those monsters, yeah. So no, evolution is fake. God created the whole world in 7 days, everything, including the animals. So no, evolution did not happen. There are people who say that God created the animals, but then they evolved afterwards. No. There is, like, this thing, like, of natural selection or whatnot that, yeah. Oh, I do have a bed. I just haven't slept. My bad, guys. I do have a bed. I killed that sheep needlessly. I actually can sleep. I just didn't do it. Yeah, let's go. Woo. What do I take out? Gravel, I guess. So yeah, there are some people who say that evolution did happen after God created the animals, which is false. It's actually, there's like, you know how like animals have like this where they can like adapt to the environment? They don't change their whole biology, is what I meant to say. So no, evolution isn't possible. Okay, where do I even start? I guess I just start by opening up, like, was it this one? No, it's this one. Yeah, my materials chest. Just put all this materials in here and reorganize. Man, I am bad with cluttering up my stuff, man. It's just, it happens way too often. Okay, and to produce more stuff. I need to go to my special stuff tray, put this in here. Put that in there, and just need to go to my other stuff tray, put some of my things in here. Okay. Well then. Wow. That's crazy. Don't play Minecraft in October, Herobrine will appear. got it. Herobrine. I heard about that. Is that like an AI character or something that like is like merciless for killing people in Minecraft? Because if so, I'll make sure not I'll make sure to be careful and not play too much Minecraft in October. Yeah. Speaking of October, guys, upcoming in October is Halloween. Maybe you're thinking, well, okay, what's the deal with that? Well, I would like to say that the original meaning of that holiday was like a whole different thing than it is today. It was supposed to like mourn the saints of like followers of Jesus who had died because of believing in Jesus. And then it slowly transformed into like a celebration of spirits and demonic activity. And it continues like that to this day. And there's nothing wrong with putting on costumes and bringing candy and stuff, but I would definitely keep in mind what you're doing. And honestly, I don't think there's too much. I personally don't celebrate Halloween because of that. You can do what you want. That's up to each Christian's personal beliefs. But I personally don't celebrate Halloween. If people come to my house with like and say trick or treat, I will give them candy and a gospel track, and that will be my way of coping with how I don't know. I guess not coping, but like of what I do during Halloween. So I love Christmas though. Love Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is thanking God for what you have. Christmas is celebrating Jesus' birth. Easter is celebrating Jesus rise from the dead. So many cool holidays just to thank God and celebrate God. I'm so happy that we have those. It's really cool. Well, how long have we played for? We have played for a total of... I can't even see. I can't even see how long I've been streaming for. An hour and 7 minutes. Chat, I'm sorry, but I'm afraid I am going to have to end it at that. Thank you for all the awesome questions, Spencer Gaming. I really appreciate it. I should be playing Minecraft or some other game like Fortnite or maybe a cool game on Steam in the near future. So if you want to come and see that, I stream on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I try to stream around 3 to 4, but life happens. You know, sometimes you're late coming in from work, or you may be like 10 to 30 minutes late. So it is what it is, you know? Kaboom! It is what it is, as Ryan Trahan's guy on his Airbnb said. So with that, I will end the live stream. Thank you so much for coming and watching, y'all. Appreciate it. See ya, While the Hamburger. Goodbye, Spencer Gaming. Goodbye, Lil Jimenez. Goodbye, the Cat Runner, if you're still here. But anyways, this has been the Jonah the Banana. Goodbye. Goodbye.